So next up, we're going to do a little BioSketch quiz for you and see how much you've been paying attention. So if you could find the two errors in the header part of the BioSketch. Give you a couple seconds. So the first one, a lot of people are going to be messed up with this for a little while because they just changed the forms. The old forms just expired 3/31/2020, and the new forms just came out. So always make sure they're on the newest form. And then the second one is it's missing the ERA Commons username. These are very common mistakes that we see very often. So find the error in the personal statement. Pretty easy one. There's too many publications listed, so that fifth one will have to go. Find 3 errors in positions and honors. So there's 2 in here that are pretty obvious. 1 is not so obvious. The first one is this particular assistant professor at Washington University is not in chronological order. So that could easily have been missed, but that one should have been moved up. And then the second one is pretty obvious. The format is very sloppy, so that needs to be cleaned up. And then the third one, Kendara 10 font, is not an approved size by an NIH, so that would need to be corrected. Find 2 errors in the contributions to science. Again, there's only 4 publications allowed, so these last 2 will have to be taken off. And then the URL is not a .gov link, so that is not acceptable by NIH standards. Find 3 errors in the research support. Remember, this is a BioSketch, not other support. So the first one is there should be no effort amounts listed on the BioSketch, and that's a common mistake we see. And the second one is there should be no pending on the BioSketch, absolutely no pending. And then the third one is we see a lot of outdated grants that are older than 3 years that show up on the recently completed research support. So 2013, that one needs to go. So again, on the website, on the Blink site, we have all of these checklists. We have an NIH Biosketch checklist, NSF, and we also have a quick guide. So if you want your own copies of these. But just to go over this again, and as you can see, you can use your checklist as a quick guide. This is the most #1 problem that we see in the SPO offices, is that it's on the incorrect form. The second one being is PIs try to add too many publications. And then the third one is that when you have a grant that say recently ended, it needs to be moved over to completed, and because it's expired, it's no longer a current grant. So that's the other most popular error. So some last key points and reminders that format does matter. It's really important to have that consistency in your application. Always make sure you have the correct form and header version. Check the amount of publications. Always check your research support to see if anything needs to go from completed to or completed needs to come off, it's expired, it's past 3 years, or if you have something that was just recently ongoing, it just ended, it needs to be moved to recently completed. And then again, your checklist will be on the website and your quick guide.